Well, what a sight this is. A beautiful evening and the promise of a match that will really get the juices flowing. This place is living up to its reputation as one of the noisiest corners of the footballing world. No decibels spared in this collective chorus. Well, this is the perfect game for all parties, not least the new... There's the hit! Great build-up. It all deserved a better ending.
Haaland deserves a lot of credit for his willingness to make those runs. The passers will always have an option with him.
Fiddles it through. Oh, that's a key interception. Foden. Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that. And here's Bernardo Silva. So, Jim, tell me this, who are you looking for in particular here?
Well, this guy, Rodri, is a player I like a lot, and he's someone who quietly gets on with his job by doing a lot of the simple things exactly right. His game's all about playing short balls, forming triangles, and the speed of thought is actually quite impressive, and it often keeps him away from trouble.
Yes, getting the best out of him will count for so much. Gundogan, well timed, excellent interception. Bellingham. Anything, Jim, to pick out of these early exchanges?
Well, both sides seem happy with the patient approach for now, still trying to have a good look at one another.
Bernardo Silva! And again the keeper stands strong.
Yeah, well, he won't be happy with some of the defending in front of him. He can hold his head high. That was a fantastic stop.
Valverde. Madrid, so far, providing no real test at all for the goalkeeper. Vinicius Junior for Valverde. Ake gets over and intercepts. It's run loose here. That is a jarring tackle, but apparently nothing wrong with it. That looks a cracking ball. No, that's been intercepted. Bellingham. Vinicius Junior. He's had it taken off him. It looked as though that might lead to something quite promising, but it turned out that that was not the case. And he cuts out the supply. Valverde. Oh, that's well spotted. Foden. Well, that tackle was certainly sturdy. Well read, nice interception. Bellingham. Gundogan, Bernardo Silva, Gundogan, Valverde, and here's Bernardo Silva, it's Gundogan! And for a moment, time stood still. Endrick, that's the throw. Valverde is the guilty party there, and no surprise, that's a booking. Foden.
Look, it's a run defence's dislike, but the
Big chance! Oh, that was no routine save.
really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
Rudiger. Endrick. It's Bellingham. Mbappe. And he's been shifted off it. Haaland! Big relief, it just needed better contact.
Well, it was hit with great power, Peter, but sadly, not great precision.
Goulet. Fran Garcia. It's Bellingham. Played out to the right. Vinicius Junior tries making a foray down the right. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. Out to the left it goes. Into the final 5 minutes of the first half. Goulet. Rudiger.
Have beautifully policed that midfield. The opposition have been handcuffed.
Bellingham. Vinicius Junior. That's a little off target. And it's Gundogan.
Whatever happens, that's the kind of movement which raises hope.
Valverde. And the whistle goes for half-time. Truth be told, perhaps it's not the game that many anticipated, but there is lots to be seen in it, lots to be taken from it. Plenty for the key figures to mull over, but it remains goalless. What have we learned from the first 45 minutes?
Well, this has proved a very frustrating day so far, especially for the strikers. Nothing has been created for them. I think the service has been extremely poor.
Well, after 45 minutes, it is still goalless. A change, perhaps, after half-time. And we are already promptly back underway.
Well, both sides are eager to get going. Here's hoping that it's a good sign. Things are about to change. We need a little more life in this.
Endrick. Nice interception, his positioning was spot on. Interesting ball. Always onto this. There's the shot! And it's a goal!
Well, whenever he reminds us of his wondrous skill set, it's usually something very memorable or even unforgettable. We'll certainly remember that one.
It was a great finish. He put it away with great poise, dead-eye accuracy.
He had the whole picture in his head, Peter. He didn't even look at the goalkeeper.
So the first goal of the game.
Well, whatever the manager said in that dressing room at half-time, it's worked a treat.
Foden. Possession football, Jim, we're seeing plenty of it. What is it, though, that really makes it work?
Well, for me, what makes it work is the fact that everyone in this team has the courage to show for the ball. You can't shy away from it. You can't hide. You have to front up in a setup like this, and everyone is doing just that.
You make it sound so simple. Akanji. That's a sharp pass. That is a great ball. Great hit! Goal! Two to the good. They have breathing space. A truly wonderful strike, decorated with dip and curl.
Well, the ball flight may be unpredictable, but the predictable part was the technique. It screamed goal all the way.
So that's two now without reply.
And things are much healthier in their favour. Mind you, you would have thought that when the last one went in.
And they're not going to make any further progress now. Now it's Haaland. That is good. Oh, here's a chance! There was plenty of power on that. The message is clear. None shall pass. That's a throw. That's good pressure, good intensity.
Yeah, and they've got to be careful, Peter, that they don't allow their attempt to snuff out the threat now to turn into indiscipline.
Haaland! And collective relief etched on the faces of the defenders. Goulet. Pressing high and with purpose. Oh, what a ball is in here! Valverde does well to get it back. Mbappe. Now it's Rodrigo.
Oh, great feat, that.
He's shifting through the gears here. Well, that's pretty clear. It is a foul. And the referee has shown him a yellow card. Probably be looking to play it square from here. So who's he going to be aiming for here? Shade too heavy. Keeper can pick that up. Bernardo Silva. Foden. That has not gone well. And that's the end of that. It all started well enough. Well, that is one way to stop him. And that is as far as they're going to go. It's great defensive work. It doesn't take too much imagination to guess what would have happened otherwise.
It's admirable, but...
Has a go! Yes! And they are cruising away. Just so calm under pressure, and he managed to fashion a fine finish.
Well, he had to deal with an awful lot of unwanted attention, but his tenacity won the day.
A case now of complete control. Goulet. Rodrigo. We expected better, and so did he. Challenged just a bit on the firm side. Bumps him off it and wins back the ball. Rodri delivering the goods as expected.
Well, not only can a player of such high calibre show the imagination to set up a goal, but he can also produce when the pressure's on to deliver a big moment. This guy was born to create.
Rodrigo. Doku does really well to win the ball there. And it's Kovacic. And he's intervened well there.
Fran Garcia.
And the pass is intercepted. That looks a good ball through. Oh, look at the space here. Oh, what a big quick to it. He's had a shot! And for sure, that was not one of his best.
Well, the control on receipt was far better than the control on dispatch.
Goulet. Oh, that's a vigorous challenge. Rodrigo. Throw in. Rodrigo.
Well, this does not look promising, Peter. The least they can do is to give the crowd something to cheer about, but that might be difficult from here.
He is through here. The final 5 minutes. Now it's Doku. Now it's Haaland. Rudiger wins the duel this time. Goulet. Looking for the runner. Oh, great chance! Rudiger concedes a free kick for that.
That's alert and sharp.
Big chance, must be! Mbappe! Oh, taken with style! It could be a lifeline! 2 more needed! Oh, whose goal is that? Big deflection. That's one for the dubious goals panel. So, just a consolation, or is there a way back from here?
5 minutos de descuento.
Well, that is one way to stop him. Now it's Haaland. Kovacic. Haaland. He's Haaland! And he has kept it out somehow.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
Fran Garcia.
And it's Rudiger. Goulet. Just seeing the board now, it's going to be 5 extra minutes. And that's it. Madrid were a team not short on effort, but ultimately they were found wanting when it mattered. That is simply not how you go about winning. Well, after all of that, Jim, what are you thinking?
Well, there was a distinct lack of clarity or commitment in everything the players were trying to do. Looking pretty lethargic, and they were ruthlessly exploited, and deserved to be.
Many thanks to Jim, and with that, it is a very good night to you.
Se podrá ver a continuación un resumen con las jugadas más destacadas de la primera parte.
So welcome one and all to a picturesque evening here. A clear night, all the ingredients for a showcase game that the passionate crowd demands. And nobody in this atmosphere can hide from the truth about how much this game matters. The scene overflows with colour and passion. Well, this is the perfect game for all parties, not least the neutrals who... Oh, they could be caught out here! It's Kane! Now, who's going to be first to this? Musiala! Musiala! And it's a goal!
Listen, the big names earn their reputations for precisely the reason we've just seen. They have a habit of making their presence felt, and here we are, early stages. He struck one, and he looks hungry for more.
Oh, beautifully dispatched. There was no reaching that.
No other outcome there. That was bang in the corner, unstoppable.
So the game's first significant moment, and it's come earlier than perhaps we anticipated. Dyer. And Stanisic. Musiala. Oh, nicely intercepted. Eder Militao. And it's Davis. Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. Goretzka is on a run down the left wing. And the counter is on. Carvajal with a definite fell there. Oh, it's not taken him long, and that's going to be a booking. Kimmich. Davis. It's Kane! Oh, he's felt that, hasn't he? Chouameni, Goulet. First quarter of an hour gone. Rodrigo bops him off it and wins back the ball.
Well, I wouldn't quite advise they should resort to risk-taking at this stage. There's plenty of time left yet.
Bellingham. Vinicius Junior has a shot! Oh, nearly, but nearly is nothing.
Yeah, that's a decent try when you consider the range.
He's had it taken off him. Now it's Kane. Kane gets through on his own. Oh, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. Oh, lovely bit of skill. Nice physical challenge. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. Caught offside that time. Goulet. Here's Chouameni. Bellingham. Now it's Rodrigo. Oh, that's fabulous. Goulet. Decent progress down the left. He is through here. Olise. Oh, he couldn't quite make it. Bellingham. And Güler. Now it's Rodrigo.
Mbappe! That's another chance.
It's run loose. Who's going to get there? That's an excellent interception. Bellingham. Great pressure, plenty of it. Well played. That has snuffed out the danger. He's a sharp little ball here. Well, that looks a decent ball.
This is what good chemistry...
There's the hit! It's fallen kindly here.
Oh, the keeper's done ever so well.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
Madrid with their first corner. The first in the game for either side, actually.
And the header! That was superb goalkeeping.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
Gnabry has been caught there, it's a foul. He knows what's coming, a second yellow, and he's off. Well, the protest continues, but in the end they are defending the indefensible. Well, there may be some scope for debate over the seriousness of the offence, but none over its repercussions. They'll have to see out the rest of the game with 10 men. Güler.
OK, being behind at the break isn't ideal, but there's plenty of time to reply.
And here's Rodrigo. Gnabry. Now that's well seen too. Eder Militao. Güler. Rodrigo in acres of space. Rodrigo! Oh, it's come loose, and it's come back out to him.
Good try. The outcome could so easily have been different.
A more than decent attempt, Peter.
Davis. Davis going full tilt down the left. Threads one in, and here's Rodrigo. Oh, he had to make that, and he did make it. Davis. Bellingham. Well, that tackle was certainly sturdy. Played down the flank, and that could well leave a mark. Oh, that's horribly mistimed, and it's given penalty. And that really is the last thing they wanted to do. He knew what was coming, that's a yellow card.
Had too much room. It was one of those instances when desperate measures were called for, and it was a reckless lunge.
So this to extend their lead.
Calm as you like, and they're running away with it.
A time for a cool head, and that is precisely what he showed.
I just think the keeper committed himself too early.
Bayern Munich are doing very nicely, thank you.
Well, with this kind of authority, Peter, why not push on and totally kill this off?
Rodrigo.
That was lovely, that.
That's good play. Güler.
He's having a go.
Oh, and with that, the half-time whistle goes.
Durante el descanso podremos disfrutar de un pequeño espectáculo ofrecido por nuestro grupo oficial de animación.
And we're underway again.
Look, before they might get too carried away with thoughts of getting back into the game, they can't afford to slip up and concede another. The next goal becomes crucial.
Looking for the runner. That's a shade optimistic. Well, the runner's been sold a little bit short there.
Bayern Munich clearly didn't help themselves by telegraphing that one. It was always going to be intercepted.
Tchouaméni, and it's Rudiger. Bellingham. Here's Tchouaméni. Güler. And here's Kane. He might be in here. That's a risky ball. Oh no, what has happened here? Musiala. Goulet.
You can never be short of runners into space, as long as the space left behind is filled.
Just eases him off the ball. And here's Mbappe. There's the shot! And for a moment, time stood still.
Well, the work rate to win the ball back was fantastic, and it set up the opportunity. That's great effort.
Rodrigo. And here's Mbappe.
Look, it's a run defence is dislike, but the timing has to be spot on.
Well, it didn't look good for a while, but that was brave defending, and they got away with it.
Oh, that's brilliantly defended, though. It looked destined for a goal.
Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. Stanisic did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. So the manager can make a change for the first time in the game here.
Well, this could be a bit of a nightmare scenario for the defence, as you're going to be facing a very willing runner now, especially one that likes to make those runs beyond the defensive line.
Madrid perhaps wondering what the best time is for their next substitution. Goulet. Oh, Red, nice interception. Tchouameni, that's headed upfield. And it's Gnabry. Davis. And no, that was never going to make it. Rudiger. Bellingham. Always onto this. Mendy. Aimed beyond the defence. Stood up well to him there. That is ended up in no man's land. Has a look and has a go. Oh, nearly.
Se va a producir un cambio de jugadores. El dorsal
Madrid
5
making consecutive changes here.
Well, I think he'll undoubtedly add more movement and fluidity in the final third with his passing range.
Madrid have, after this, one further opportunity to make a sub. Has a goal! Goretzka. For Olise. And he cuts out the supply. Mendy. Goulet. Brahim Diaz. Oh, and he's through the middle. Well read, and the danger is averted.
There's nothing more infuriating for a fan than seeing passing without penetration. They're just stuck in a rut.
Well, he was clearly disappointed with that pass.
Quality deserted them when they really needed it.
Oh, this looks sharp. Engages and forces him off the ball. Now it's Vinicius Junior. Oh, well played. No way through. Vinicius Junior. Now there's a fine ball. Rudiger spots it and intercepts. Vinicius Junior providing an outlet on that flank. Brahim Diaz. And he's had it in. Oh, what Valverde! Kimmich, who's set up one goal so far. And that is as far as it goes. Well, here is a defeat that may hit them hard, and you can sense that all around us. Things going pretty... Welcome to those who have joined us all here on a beautiful, clear evening. The conditions contributing to a fantastic atmosphere in the stands. This really is the place to be. And this place is living up to its reputation as one of the noisiest corners of the footballing world. No decibels spared in this collective chorus. Well, there are plenty looking forward to seeing this, a capacity crowd here.
Well, under normal circumstances, this is a massive matchup, and I'm not totally in agreement with the view that friendlies tend to take the edge away. In my experience, if the opposition go at it full tilt, then you have to reciprocate. We'd like to see excitement and be entertained, but if it does go down the serious route, there'll still be lots to enjoy.
Well, if you did just miss it, we are up and running already. And that is a little undercooked. Mendy. Jim, who do you reckon is pivotal?
Well, Brazil have produced some of the best centre-halves around, and I think Militao is up there in that lineage, Peter. He's very quick and aggressive, and while he does have the odd mistake in him, or certainly did in his earlier career, he's maturing fast and he's easing that out of his game, and he can go all the way to the very top.
Yes, he'd be my pick too. It's going to be all about how they get the best out of him. He's found the way through. Great hit!
That, Peter, is wonderful reading of the game. Perfect positioning. Well played.
And the shot! Goal! The breakthrough strike! It was a great finish. He put it away with great poise, dead-eye accuracy.
He weighed up the landscape, Peter, and he stuck it bang in the corner.
So, a breakthrough already. Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. Camavinga! And he hits the net! And again, they simply do not know what has hit them. And that is stunning, just too hot to handle.
Well, the technique generates the power in that situation, and once power is assured, any goalkeeper's up against it.
2 goals on the day, and he may not yet be done. Things starting to look very comfortable.
Well, it's been an absolutely fabulous spell for them, and they're starting to look unstoppable. There could be more on the way.
He's had a fair tumble under that challenge. Bops him off it and wins back the ball. Carlos Augusto. And here's Lautaro Martinez. Thuram. Gently done. Thuram was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. Madrid have hit a quick-fire double here and are well and truly in the driving seat. Mbappe! Surely now they are well and truly out of sight. Hot knife through butter. They have done it again. And that is about as cool as they come. He picks, and the shot! Oh, the ball's run loose. Oh, he's been caught napping. That's another chance. And he should have made it 4.
Rodrigo simply had to find something instinctive because of the unexpected way the ball came loose. Well, the moans and groans from the stands now are very audible.
Great ball, and the finish! They've got to be quick to recover this. And the keeper couldn't hold it. Has another go! And somehow he kept it out.
Oh, no, that was a chance. What a chance.
Madrid with the corner, they're first. Chooses to go back. Big chance! He can get that clear.
There's a real tenacity about their defensive play, and it's up close and personal.
Still no way through. The defending here is resolute. Back into the middle. Well, the ball just didn't work out for the run that he made.
That was just poor decision-making and a weak execution.
Vinicius Junior. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. Barella. Martinez. Half-time coming up, and little... Oh, shooting chance! Oh, that is rather wayward. Carvajal. Çalhanoğlu simply refused to be outdone there. Bellingham. Now it's Mbappe. Oh, super ball. Has a go! It's there! Over the hills and far away! No catching them now! All over in seconds. That's what they can do to you.
Quick, decisive and unerring. A textbook example of how to turn defence into counter-attack. That'll do for me every time.
He's got the shot away! He's scored! A quite incredible spell. They are flying. That could spell trouble. Big chance. Must be. Hits one. And one more try. No mistake. And they're at it again in double quick time.
Well, I think we've reached the point when even damage limitations is no longer an option. Well, their manager seems to have them always thinking about the next goal. When's the next goal coming? They're such an entertaining watch.
And we've reached half-time. Who would have seen this? By any yardstick, it is pretty much ideal for them.
Yeah, I think the first half performance that showed attack being the best form of defence. If they're in the face of the opposition that much, then there's little they can do in return, and I'm not sure how long they can keep the intensity and the tempo up, but it certainly paid off so far.
Madrid have continued without fuss to do their thing. They have impressed hugely in the first 45 minutes, and this is the very least they deserve for their splendid endeavours. And we're already back up and running after half-time. No changes at half-time that we're aware of. Inter Milan are looking to go forward now. Bellingham. And he's in on goal. There's the hit. Barella.
That's so good and so often seen nowadays. Don't give them time to think on the ball.
The message is clear. None shall pass. Nice sequence of passes, this. He's beaten the last man. Dealt with nicely by the defence. Çalhanoğlu gets a foot in here. Bellingham! Oh, he really got hold of that.
Oh, look, I don't want to sound too dismissive, but from here, that looked the harder thing to do.
He can run onto that. Camavinga! Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it. Mkhitaryan. Mbappe, shot a goal! He's got a goal! And so clear that one side are so much better. The scoreline entirely justified.
Well, it's a goal fest, and the fact it's so one-sided now is getting scary.
And that means just one thing, match ball.
Well, you had to fancy him, Peter. He seems to be growing in stature with every goal.
Barella gets over and intercepts.
Are certainly playing with an intense focus in executing their plan here.
Mkhitaryan. Thuram. Out to the right. And here's Mkhitaryan. And Mkhitaryan. Now it's Mbappe. And now the breakaway. Well, it didn't look good for a while, but that was brave defending, and they got away with it.
You know, it was an intervention that had to be made. Serious trouble lay in store.
Now it's Thuram. Well read, nice interception. He could be in here. He's one-on-one, surely! Great chance! There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. Well, he has slightly undercooked that one.
Look, the game is full of ifs and buts. If only the pass could have completed its journey. Inter appear determined to play through the middle again, and guess what? It's the same result.
Dumfries. Mendy makes the interception. Mbappe. Well, the run has been sold a little bit short there.
Quality deserted them when they really needed it.
Well, nicely intercepted. Carlos Augusto. Mkhitaryan. Now it's Thuram. Played back in. Oh, good ball. Can he finish? Oh, denied at the last.
Okay, it's come to nothing, but it's a warning of further threat on the break.
So, third corner of the game. Goulart plays it short. Valverde! And that has faded wide.
Well, that's why we all say indecision is fatal.
Now it's Mbappe. Now the finish! It's in! How many, just how many? The gulf in class is vast.
It's a mass exodus now. Certain sections of the stadium are leaving in droves, and you can't blame them.
And when the manager called on him, he was only too happy to... Shapes the shoot! He has done it! They are getting horribly bullied, and it seems there is plenty more to come.
Look, all they want to hear right now is the final whistle. They've been humiliated.
No doubt as to who has the momentum here now. The only doubt is how many is coming.
Barella. Eder Militao. Nicely aimed pass. Back into the middle. Mbappe. Brahim Diaz! It's loose now and they want to get him... Oh, he's been caught on it here! Time added on. He's tried one! Oh, there was plenty on that. That's a sweet ball, that. Real chance! And yes, it's there! And it is becoming almost too painful to watch. Where to next?
Well, it's a goal fest, and the fact it's so one-sided now is getting scary.
And that will be the final act. Well, that was a shimmering, sizzling, scintillating game. The key characters glittered throughout and did what they did.
La alineación del Barcelona será...
Hello and welcome one and all. The atmosphere building very nicely here. Gorgeous, gorgeous evening. The skies are clear, the noise is fervent, the atmosphere frenetic. It really is a sight to behold here as Spotify Camp Nou opens its arms to the Barcelona nation, 100,000 plus in unison. Jim, this one always matters.
Well, I think we know what we're in for, whatever the circumstances that exist when these two meet. Losing really isn't an option, making this another intense, feisty clash, which should keep everyone on edge. The fans are more nervous than the players, to me, confirming an atmosphere of angst. Try telling them there's nothing riding on this.
And that gets things running. Koundé. Now it's Mbappe. So, Jim, who would you identify as the key man in this fixture?
Well, Peter, I would think that this fella Valverde's role is going to be so key here. He'll be tasked with pretty much doing everything from...
Rodrigo! Goal!
Well, once more, it's him, and we can't be surprised because his instinct for doing this is incredible.
A truly wonderful strike, decorated with dip and curl.
Oh, that's a measured delight. The curl he applied was immaculate.
Madrid have their opener. It is a goal of real significance.
Well, that's changed the mood entirely, as you'd expect.
There's the hit! It's loose, and there's a race for the ball. There could be trouble here. And the shot! It's in! They have heard the starter's pistol and come racing out of the blocks. No space, no problem. You just cannot stop him.
Well, at one stage, he was being body-checked, Peter, and then the next minute, it's in the back of the net. That's wonderful striking.
And yes, now the finish! Oh, it's gone in! Oh, that is tidy. It is a picture-book goal.
Oh, Peter, it's a lovely piece of deception in shaping to whack it and then opting for a lovely little lob.
This is threatening to become a really good game.
Listen, goals change games, and that has changed the whole complexion of this one. They have the momentum now.
Oh, that's wonderful alertness. Oh, good-looking ball. And the counter is on. That is a great pick-out. And that's put paid to a promising move. Oh, that's a key interception. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Oh, well played. That has snuffed out the danger. Well, that looks a decent ball. He's beaten the last man. Shifted upfield. That has been cut short. Well timed, excellent interception. Pau Kubasi kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. Yamal. Well, that tackle was certainly sturdy. That's an untidy challenge. Free kick given. Now it's Mbappe. Well, that's been cut out, well played. That has ended up in no man's land. Bellingham. And here's Rodrigo. Pedri defending his corner stubbornly. Stood up very well to his man. It's a good foot in there. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. Lewandowski. Now it's Mbappe. Well, that's a foul. Free kick's been given. Gets his pass away. Mbappe! Mbappe! And that would have been some goal.
Mbappe really ought to have made that count. He made all the right moves.
Martinez gets across to intercept that. Mendy cuts it out. He's going to be disappointed with that. Yamal. Oh, easy pickings there. Camavinga, Bellingham, and he's picked out the run. Just the goalkeeper to beat, and the finish! Kubasi. Brahim Diaz. Can he finish? It's in! A two-goal lead, and they're firmly in control. So the lead now is 2.
Look, it's a whole different ball game now, Peter, and it's a test of how they manage affairs from here.
Oh, played right into his path. Rafinha. Barcelona are in need of a lift as we head up towards the break. Now it's Lewandowski. Lewandowski is alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. Rodrigo. No, that's been intercepted. Pedri. Good spot, he's seen the run. Oh, Red, nice interception. That's a little off target. That's a good ball played into space. Casado played out to the left flank. Rodrigo looking to run onto it. That's very neat.
Habrá 2 minutos de descuento.
Rafinha chipped through. Rudiger kept his eye on it, and he's there. Mendy aims beyond the defence. It's come through, and he's had a quick look inside. Brahim Diaz. Referee's had a look, and he's blown his whistle for half-time.
El ganador de la camiseta oficial del equipo que sorteamos hoy será quien tenga el número de entrada que coincida con el que aparecerá en el marcador dentro de unos segundos.
There's the start of the second half.
Look, before they might get too carried away with thoughts of getting back into the game, they can't afford to slip up and concede another. The next goal becomes crucial.
Oh, this Valverde! Now it's Lewandowski, and there's his chance to lead the counter. Oh, that's well spotted. Bellingham. Mbappe. He's got the shot away! Oh, terrific save from the keeper.
Rodrigo clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
Madrid with the corner, they're first. Carvajal. Shot a goal! Denied by an instinctive save.
Carvajal actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
Madrid have their second corner now. Barcelona have the chance to go the other way. That is good alertness. Balde. Now it's Rafinha. That's an errant pass. Madrid applying the press here, a high press.
Yeah, we see this so often these days, but it does demand an awful lot of work rate and, of course, the discipline, because...
Big header! Now, who's going to be first to this? Bellingham. That's a lovely, neat pass. Now it's Lewandowski. He steps in, and that's the end of that. A noticeable change in the approach to defending here. much more in your face.
Yeah, and what they've got to realise, Peter, is that they won't get away with excessive force for long, so they're running a fine line now.
La asistencia a este
Valverde.
partido asciende a
That is a little
96.600
undercooked.
millones de espectadores.
Almost an hour gone.
That's a modern defender's instinct from a modern coach's mindset.
Well, he was clearly disappointed with that pass.
Quality deserted them when they really needed it.
Big chance! It's a loose ball. In he goes again! And he's found the net! Perfect placement, the one place the keeper couldn't reach.
That's expertly finished, and he's done that so often.
Marcó en el minuto 64.
We have got ourselves a game here.
Well, it was important they didn't get ahead of themselves and lose their discipline. This game plan could now well reward them with an equaliser.
Mbappe unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. And he cuts out the supply.
Barcelona showing a little more urgency now, and to be honest, Peter, this is what's required.
They're coming again and again.
You know, the interest value in this game might just take off from here.
Not the most accurate pass. It's a sweet ball, that. Now it's Lewandowski. Has a look and plays it forward. Played back in. Valverde has a go! It's off target and by quite a way.
Well, we were anticipating this. They're very much set up for the counter-attack, and I don't see it changing anytime soon.
Se va a llevar a cabo un cambio de jugadores.
Madrid making another change here.
Yeah, they're looking for some imagination, and his job's going to be to add that element of craft and guile, the man pulling the strings.
That's a shade optimistic. Lewandowski is onto it in a flash. And smartly reclaimed. Just a quarter of an hour to play. Short changes him with that pass. Rodrigo in acres of space out wide.
There's a real appetite from them to finally put this game to bed, but will they?
Now it's Lewandowski. Rafinha. Now it's Rodrigo. Valverde. Barcelona can breathe again, just.
Well, I thought they got off lightly there. The odds were stacked against them.
Shapes to shoot! Oh, well played, well sorted out. And it's Lewandowski. Back into the middle. Oh, that's fabulous. Decent hit! Yes, it's in! Barcelona are back in business. Oh, beautifully dispatched. There was no reaching that.
He weighed up the landscape, Peter, and he stuck it bang in the corner.
We have ourselves a real game here.
Well, the big question now is whether they can keep the energy levels up and try and grab a winner. Well, both sides might have to settle for a draw here, although there's still a chance for one.
Can he finish? Played into space out wide. Valverde. Mbappe. Szczesny deals with it effortlessly. Tchouaméni calmly anticipates. Now it's Rafinha. Added time is up, and there goes the whistle. Magic. What a magical football match, and genuine respect all round. Thoughts on what we've just seen?
Well, I think all things considered, Peter, this was a fair result. Both sides showed the right qualities to try and win it, and, you know, ultimately ended up cancelling each other out, at least result-wise. I think any other outcome, I don't think would have been fair.
That's where we have to end it. From me, Peter Drury, and my co-commentator, Jim Beglin, a very good evening to you all.
La alineación del Barcelona será...
Well, what a sight this is, a beautiful evening, and the promise of a match that will really get the juices flowing. Well, there's a real familiarity about these scenes here, the followers of one of the most formidable teams in the history of football, ensuring that, yet again, this will be an occasion for the game's ultimate glitterati. Well, it's as friendly as it can be in the circumstances, but you feel the rivalry.
Well, we never really did friendly derbies, not when I was playing, Peter. But it's impossible to keep rivalries in check, completely in check. So while I'm not expecting everything to go flying at 100 miles an hour, this could get spicy.
And as you can see, we've already started here. Now it's Mbappe. And the keeper's got it again. Hoisted upfield by the keeper. Just eases him off the ball. Balde. Oh, that's a key interception. Who do you think this turns on, Jim?
Well, Peter, I'm really impressed with this guy, Jude Bellingham.
It's a loose ball. Koundé did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. Well played, that has snuffed out the danger. Mbappe. Driving forward. That's Valverde. And that is masterful defending. Valverde unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. Now it's Rafinha, and he's managed to get free. Oh, that pass isn't the best. Shot could be on. There's a no-nonsense tackle. Well, he's not happy with that challenge, but the referee has let it go. No, that's been intercepted. Fran Garcia. Koundé calmly anticipates. Rodrigo. Barcelona yet to have an attempt on goal. Balde. Out to the left it goes. That's a nicely measured pass. He's got away. For Valverde. Camavinga. Rodrigo. He's found a way past. Bellingham. And he's being shifted off it. Pedri. And he cuts out the supply. Bellingham. Possession football, Jim, we're seeing plenty of it. What is it, though, that really makes it work?
Well, for me, what makes it work is the fact that everyone in this team has the courage to show for the ball. You can't shy away from it. You can't hide. You have to front up in a setup like this, and everyone is doing just that.
You make it sound so simple. Casado. Now that is tidy, really tidy. nicely intercepted. He's gone forward. Now it's Rodrigo. Mbappe. Rafinha. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Now it's Lewandowski. Dani Olmo.
Rafinha really added the width there thanks to his willingness to make the run.
Camavinga. Bellingham. Oh, super find. Mbappe! Yamal looks to get on the end of this. And here's Rodrigo. Yamal. That is good alertness. Valverde. Oh, that's well spotted. Dani Olmo. Oh, well played, well sorted out. Threads one in. Martinez promptly onto that, and that is that. Nice ball, and it shapes to shoot! It's a goal!
The understanding between those two plays a big part in that, and releasing the run on side proved the key ingredient.
They have what they wanted, the first breakthrough.
Well, the roof's just about stayed on, but the crowd level has gone up a notch or 10.
Martinez kept his eye on it, and he's there. Oh, no, that was never going to make it. Balde. Oh, delicate chip through, and he was quick to react. This ended up in no man's land. Dani Olmo. Pedri. Lewandowski. Valverde. And he's intervened well there. Rafinha. Well read, and the danger is averted. Valverde. And they can counter here. And it's half-time here. Well, a very decent watch up to now, but just the one goal so far. It has been competitive and combative throughout.
Yeah, you don't get any points for stating the obvious, Peter, but thankfully this is still very savable. Keep things simple, keep the intensity high, and hope for an early goal. If that happens, it's a game changer.
And we're underway again.
Well, I think starting this half in a strong manner is essential, Peter, if you're chasing the game, which they are. You know, go with intent and purpose. Let your opponents know you're not just going to quietly bow down.
Rodrigo, he is through. Great chance! No mistake! And with that goal comes comfort. The lightness of step, the sharpness of movement, the certainty of finish.
Yeah, and having the thrust to get there is one thing, having the composure to score is another.
So that's two now without reply.
You can really sense how important this goal was for them. They needed it, now they have it.
Now that's well seen too. Pass somewhat off target. Lewandowski puts his foot on the gas. Rafinha. Oh, strongly challenged there. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him.
Well, the way this game is offering less possession, they'll need to have a very good conversion rate.
Rafinha. No, again, there's no way through. He's in plenty of space here. Brahim Diaz. Pedri. Rafinha. That has not gone well.
La asistencia a este partido asciende a 96.
Quarter of an hour into the second half.
47 espectadores.
Not time, excellent interception. Pedri. Valverde. That has been cut short. And here's Rafinha. He has found a way through. Balde has been caught there, it's a foul. Just a talking to, I think. Yes, it is. Rafinha is eyeing up his options in the middle. They've won a corner. Little doubt who they'll be aiming at here.
Well, I can imagine it's going to be quite a scramble for the ball, but we know who has the magnetic impact.
And now they can spring out of defence.
Well, it seems as if he's just had a momentary lapse and slipped into tunnel vision, because he had good options around him and he failed to get his head up.
Now it's Brahim Diaz. Mbappe. Pedri. Over to the left. Well read, nice interception. Bellingham. Great defending, strong and determined.
They've been denied a chance to develop any rhythm in the passing department.
Now it's Rafinha. Deftly done. Brahim Diaz. Nice interception, his positioning was spot on. Well, the run has been sold a little bit short there.
Quality deserted them when they really needed it.
Mbappe. Bellingham! Surely now they are well and truly out of sight. And they are pulling clear here. And that is about as cool as they come. He picked his spot expertly.
He had the whole picture in his head, Peter. He didn't even look at the goalkeeper.
A case now of chance! Oh no, a quite unbelievable miss.
Oh, no, that was a chance. What a chance.
Looking for the runner. Szczesny catches it safely. Pressing high and with purpose. Dani Olmo.
Well, this does not look promising, Peter. The least they can do is to give the crowd something to cheer about, but that might be difficult from here. Look, this is so frustrating. Pass.
Mbappe! Now, oh, he's been caught on it here. Well, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. Oh, red, nice interception. That looks a foul. Yep, referee's given it. It's a quick one. Now it's Lucas Vazquez. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. Dani Olmo.
They'll want to make the most of this turnover.
Rodrigo has got himself a free kick. Madrid clearly now in lead preservation mode. Played out towards the right wing. He's in space and looking for options. Bellingham. Nice control. Is there any support? He might not need it. He's looking to set free a runner. And that is it. The referee has seen enough. A tale of two teams, one irresistible, unstoppable, the other fragile and seemingly clueless. So there it is. What struck you most about that?
Yeah, well, I've been on the losing side in games like this, and I can tell you it really does hurt. It's about the fans, and when you let them down, it hurts that bit more. I mean, you can do all the right preparation.
Welcome to those who have joined us all here on a beautiful, clear evening. The conditions contributing to a fantastic atmosphere in the stands. This really is the place to be. Well, the pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, the game itself. Well, there are plenty looking forward to seeing this. A capacity crowd here.
Well, on the face of it, Peter, we would appear to have a high-caliber meeting with very little at stake. But then you consider a chance for one or two of the fringe players to get a look in, and this becomes a big incentive. It changes the dynamic. So there's plenty at stake for them, which will do no harm to the energy levels and the overall conviction, and hopefully the style of contest.
And already we're underway here. Rodrigo. Decent progress down the left. Now a canny finish! It's loose now and they want to get it back. Nico Gonzalez. Real chance! Oh, nearly, but nearly is nothing.
Yeah, that's a decent try when you consider the range.
Who do you think this turns on, Jim?
Well, Peter, I'm a real fan of this guy, Ruben Dias. Portugal do have the reputation not just of producing great wingers, but great centre-halves too, and I see him as the latest in line. Okay, he can be quite conservative, and he won't wow you with inch-perfect long-range passes, but he's incredibly solid.
Yes, he'd be my pick too. It's going to be all about how they get the best out of him. Lucas Vazquez did incur the wrath of the referee and has earned himself a booking in the process. Shifted it to the flank. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. And he's intervened well there. Some good work on the right flank here. Crossed into the box. A spectacular effort! It's in! Some heroic goalkeeping, but even that couldn't save them this time.
Well, that's not the best attempt by the keeper, and he's just paid the ultimate price, hasn't he?
¡Gol! Marcó en el minuto 18 el dorsal 9.
A 1-0 lead established.
Well, I'd remind those players, Peter, that concentration will be key for a while now, as you don't want to hand the momentum straight back to your opposition.
He's got away. Bellingham! And now the hit! And a terrific save from the keeper.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
Rodrigo goes... Great chance! And now a sudden chance to counter. Now it's Brahim Diaz.
Well, I wouldn't quite advise they should resort to risk-taking at this stage. There's plenty of time left yet.
He's had a hit! Oh, nearly. Camavinga. And he's in on goal. Haaland! No mistake! And again, they simply do not know what has hit them. Well, there was to be no other outcome. So that's 2 now without reply.
Well, they're very much the better team at the moment, Peter, and no doubt will be looking to cause even more damage here.
He's had it taken off him. Well, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. Oh, they could be caught out here. Oh, no question, that's a foul. Valverde. Bellingham. Gonzalez does really well to win the ball there. Passes coming off in quick succession here. Lewis. Camavinga. Fran Garcia.
They've got to be quick moving this forward.
And that's gone loose. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. Mbappe! That's really well manoeuvred. Rodrigo! Bellingham! Mbappe! Over to the left. Can he get it through? Madrid are still behind as we reach out for half-time. And the pass is intercepted. Oh, easy pickings there. Mbappe! Haaland. And that is as far as they're going to go. Rodrigo! He's been bundled over, that is a foul. And he is going into that little black book. So he's plotting something before playing it in. Fran Garcia has it in a wide position. And he's had it nicked away. Gundogan. Haaland.
They want to be quick here. It's breakaway time.
Always onto this. He's away! Big chance! That has not gone well. Valverde.
Habrá 2 minutos de descuento.
Brahim Diaz. Could have been dangerous, but it came to nothing. Ruben Diaz. And Kusanov. Lewis. There's the whistle for half-time. Any opinion you'd like to express on the first half?
Yeah, chins have dropped, heads are down, and half-time couldn't have come at a better time.
Here we go again.
Look, before they might get too carried away with thoughts of getting back into the game, they can't afford to slip up and concede another. The next goal becomes crucial.
Mbappe. Just eases him off the ball. Whistle's gone, that's a foul. Oh, that's a nice ball. Oh, well played. Camavinga gets his pass away. Rodrigo. Kusanov wins the duel this time. Camavinga. Valverde. Oh, good spread. Oh, what has happened here? Lucas Vazquez made a surge from full-back, as it turned out unsuccessfully. Well, that's been cut out, well played. Bellingham. Rodrigo! Spread out to the left.
They need to play this quicker in transitions like this.
Goalkeeper's ball.
There's no doubt it's a long way back, but they can at least give us something to believe the gap might be closed.
He won't be happy with that one. Rodrigo.
La asistencia a este partido
So we've reached the hour mark.
649 espectadores.
He's Brahim Diaz! And he's only too grateful to capitalise on the keeper's misfortune.
And listen, last line of defence and you don't get it right, then you're paying a visit to your net.
Madrid choosing to make the first change.
Well, this could be a bit of a nightmare scenario for the defence, as you're going to be facing a very willing runner now, especially one that likes to make those runs beyond the defensive line.
This is threatening to become a really good game.
Well, it was important they didn't get ahead of themselves and lose their discipline. This game plan could now well reward them with an equaliser.
Well, the ball just didn't work out for the run that he made.
That was just poor decision-making and a weak execution.
Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested.
They've got to make this nice and quick.
Now it's Rodrigo.
Oh, he's going to be pulled back for that one. This could spell real trouble. We know he has already been booked.
Lewis has been sent off, just to confirm that, of course, that was his second yellow card.
Well, that is one way to stop him. Well, that's a foul. Free kick's been given.
And just to confirm that the referee did issue a yellow card for that.
Bellingham! Well, this is exactly the approach they have to take now, Peter.
This is a really front-footed approach.
They just need to sort out their end product, and quickly.
He gets a ticking off and needs to be very careful now. He's had a shot!
Madrid are, of course, in a position to...
It's Lucas Vázquez!
Oh, he's been caught napping.
Tries a shot! Oh, it's fallen kindly here.
He's missed, but not by that far.
Rodrigo certainly could have and should have made more of that.
Gundogan. Kusenov. Nico Gonzalez. Gundogan.
Half an hour gone in the second half.
Now it's Mbappe. Now it's Rodrigo. And he's managed to get free. Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it.
Keep calm and carry on. That's the job in a nutshell now.
Vinicius Junior.
Now it's Vinicius Junior. Bellingham. Goulet.
Oh, he's caught him there. It's a free kick.
Yeah, he may feign to shoot and just play it into the box.
Kusenov.
Well, that tackle was certainly sturdy. Madrid are in dire need of a breakthrough. Can they?
At least they're going about it as they should, having brought this on themselves.
And he nearly went all the way.
And how easy did he make that look? Not enough communication between the defence to deal with this increased threat.
Corner number 2 then.
And now they can spring out of defence.
Into the last 5 minutes. That is a jarring tackle, but apparently nothing wrong with it. Now it's Mbappe. Could be danger here.
I thought it was going to happen then. How many more chances can they realistically expect now?
Keep the ball and you win the game. It really is that simple.
Might want to be careful there.
Fourth official showing that there will be 3 minutes of added time. He's picked his way through. Valverde. Bellingham. Goulet. Bellingham. Rodrigo. Oh, that's a fine interception. And we're done. Madrid can justifiably find this a hard one to swallow. They gave it their all, but ultimately they have fallen just short against an opponent prepared to go toe-to-toe until the end. How would you sum up what we've witnessed, Jim?
It can be difficult at times playing.
So welcome one and all to a picturesque evening here. A clear night, all the ingredients for a showcase game that the passionate crowd demands. And nobody in this atmosphere can hide from the truth about how much this game matters.
In with a header!
Oh, just couldn't turn it in.
Now that was a slick move, and there were several options in the box to pick out.
And here's Rodrigo. Gundogan. Who do you think this turns on, Jim?
Well, Peter, over the years I've seen some great defensive leaders, and this guy, Ruben Dias, lives up to all of that, especially the way he just dictates where he wants his teammates to be positioned. Just always seems to have that picture. And when it comes to passing, he pretty much just leaves that to everyone else.
Yeah, I'm inclined to agree. Well, that had the makings of something quite promising, but it's fizzled out into nothing. Mbappe. Nico Gonzalez. In with the challenge. I wonder what you've seen, Jim, over the early moments of the game.
Well, both sides seem happy with the patient approach for now, still trying to have a good look at one another.
Could move up a gear here. Fran Garcia. It's Bellingham. Valverde. Bellingham. Nicely aimed pass. Lucas Vazquez. That's a little off target. But it is clear to see that he is not at all happy with that.
He made it look a bit predictable.
Guardiola does really well to win the ball there. Goulet. Gonzalez gets a foot in here. Madrid are seeing more of the ball, but still aren't carrying much goal threat. Tchouameni for Valverde. Vinicius Junior. Now then, the ball's come loose. And here's Rodrigo. Nice bit of trickery. Oh, that's fabulous. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined.
That's really well manoeuvred. And it's Gundogan.
That's positional gold, the utilisation of space.
Skillfully cut out. He is so at ease on the ball. That's good running. It's Gundogan! And collective relief etched on the faces of the defenders.
Really was just waiting to pounce on any slip-up, and he was gifted a chance.
No way through. Doku, and he's lost his man here. Lucas Vazquez. Vinicius Junior. Valverde. Now it's Mbappe. Now it's Rodrigo. And it's come back out to him. 30 minutes gone. He might be in here. Oh, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. They get a throw in. He is through here. Bellingham. Brilliantly cut out. Haaland.
Footballing width usually identifies with running room, and we've just seen a prime example.
And he cuts out the supply. Now it's Rodrigo. Well, the idea was a good one. Mbappe! It's run loose. Who's going to get there? Doku.
Whatever happens, that's the kind of movement which raises hope.
Half-time rapidly approaching, and it's still goalless. Doku. It's a good foot in there. Into the final 5 minutes of the first half. Now it's Vinicius Junior. Oh, he had to make that, and he did make it. He's got away. Pinches it off him. Tchouameni. And it's Lucas Vazquez. Now it's Vinicius Junior. Guardiola does really well there. He is strong. Nico Gonzalez. And that'll be the last act of the first half. Well, perhaps not full of thrills and spills, but a game which has been of a very high level, certainly defensively, as both teams walk off unscathed. A tight affair, 0-0 at the break. So they head in no further forward. The score here, still 0-0. And that's the start of another 45 minutes.
Well, I can imagine both managers have been in the years...
Vinicius Junior! Good run, lovely take, but that is where it stopped.
Vinicius Junior deserves a lot of credit for his willingness to make those runs. The passers will always have an option with him.
Bellingham. Bit of a communication breakdown there, it seems.
That will annoy the manager. They're making themselves too predictable here.
And no, that is pretty much the end of that. And he's managed to get free.
Well, that's the first attempt, Peter, we've seen at one of those raking passes just to spread the play.
Well, it looked promising for a moment, but it came to nothing. He's had a shot! It's fallen kindly here. Big moment! Massive goal!
Dependability is one thing, and he brings that to his game, but that sort of dynamism is another attribute he's blessed with, and it's revealed on a regular basis too. Superb.
Some heroic goalkeeping, but even that couldn't save them this time.
Well, they say all goalkeepers are crazy, and after that, maybe there's some truth in it.
Madrid have broken through. It's 1-0.
Oh, half-time has been a blessing for this team. You know, what a great start to the second half.
Now it's Rodrigo. Nico Gonzalez. Haaland.
The message is clear, none shall pass.
Rodrigo has it in a wide position. Can he get it through?
They've got to make this nice and quick.
Quarter of an hour into the second half. And no, that was never going to make it. Now it's Rodrigo. Valverde. He has found the way through. So, Jim, what are you thinking?
Well, the message they're sending out now is pretty loud and clear. Let's grab a second goal and give ourselves an element of comfort.
Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested.
And he has been fouled there.
Nico Gonzalez.
Well, it's good stuff. This is better.
This is a really front-footed approach.
Well, the question now is whether they can sustain it.
He's going to be disappointed with that. That's a nicely met.
He's had a hit!
Loose ball now, and there's a change.
This time, surely! It's in! There seemed no way back, but they are level.
It was a great finish. He put it away with great poise, dead-eye accuracy.
He had the whole picture in his head, Peter. He didn't even look at the goalkeeper.
That has certainly made things interesting.
Look, Peter, I was on the fence before a ball was kicked, and I still haven't moved.
And he's managed to gift it back. Vinicius Junior.
Vinicius Junior.
Oh, that's well spotted. Gonzalez wins the duel this time. Now it's Doku. Pass is just off target. Almost 75 minutes on the clock now. He's a sharp little ball here.
Mbappe.
Lewis. Vardiol. Now Gundogan. Haaland. Spread it left.
The less said about that pass, the better.
Valverde. Bellingham. For Lucas Vasquez.
And again, they're pressing effectively.
Oh, no question, that's a foul.
Don't you just love the level of intensity here? Neither is prepared to back down, and to be honest, that's how it should be.
Oh, the ball's gone astray.
Valverde! And no, he couldn't find the finish.
It's a very watchable game, isn't it? Any goal from here could well be the winner.
Oh, nicely intercepted. Fran Garcia.
Fran Garcia, he's on a run down the left wing. And the shot!
He's shifting through the gears here.
Out of play for a throw. Still anyone's game this. One moment can decide it.
Well, a goal either way at this stage would qualify as a steal.
Forwards and with intent. Haaland! Haaland!
Well, both sides might have to settle for a draw here, although there's still a chance for one last fling.
Now it's Doku. Could have been dangerous, but it came to nothing.
Habrá 2 minutos de
Chouameni.
descuento.
Lucas Vasquez. He won't be happy with that one. Looking for options for movement. And he's made sure that's not getting through.
Referee looks at his watch and blows his whistle.
So it's ended all square, both sides showing battling qualities and neither willing to give in. Your final thoughts, Jim?
Yeah, this looked the most likely outcome, but we've had a good variety in this game, despite it being anticlimactic.
And all that remains for me is to thank Jim Beglin. That's it from us tonight. A very good evening to one and all.
Recordamos a nuestros espectadores que la tienda oficial del estadio está abierta entre semana y en días de partido.